have to be prepared. Don't have enough toilet paper for a week. Have enough toilet paper for a couple months.
And you know what I find interesting? You know, they're making all these new masks, GM and all it's amazing how America is coming together and everybody's stepping up and car makers are starting to make things that...
Stormy Cromer up in the Upper Peninsula. My buddies at Stormy Cromer, Michigan Product of the Year. They make great hunting gear and hats and vests and coats. They're making masks now by the thousands, hundreds of thousands.
Why can't...
Well, joining us now to share more about their podcast and how they're coping with life in isolation is the shy and retiring Ted and Shemane Nugent. How are things going? Tell us what you're going through and what has surprised you.
Well, Alison and Bob, we bring you positive spirit, and we're going to celebrate a happy turkey springtime season anyway.
And blessings to you on Good Friday.
Yeah, that's important too. Well, Shemane and I, we improvise, adapt, and overcome. We're really not, we know that our fellow Americans and humans around the world are hurting. There's a lot of heartbreak and a lot of pain and suffering. So our prayer activities every day have increased exponentially. But here on our ranch in Texas and at our farm in Michigan, we have a daily operating procedure that is self-sufficient. We still believe in rugged individualism, and we always have supplies. We have water and fish in the water. We have unlimited venison and firewood if we need it. And we've always had generators, so we've lived a very independent lifestyle anyhow. But Shemane is capable of anything. We're enjoying our time together.
I spend so much time every day just focusing on health, because that's one thing that we all have in common is focusing on our health, trying to be the best that we can be. I've got a women's empowerment program online so that we can come out of this stronger, healthier, and happier than ever.
And I think we will.
That's great. I love your message. I love your positivity. Ted, you had said that this coronavirus pandemic was basically a slap upside the head by Mother Nature. What did you mean by that?
Well, I'm a radical. I actually participate in this radical experiment in self-government. I believe God made me a we the people, and so I participate, and I'm an activist for the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, that radical stuff, and I am trying to convey the life and death critical lessons here. Number one, be prepared. The Boy Scout battle cry. Always be prepared. We should review in our lives that Shemane and I learned back in Michigan, ice storms and blizzards, and we've been through droughts and floods. So we were prepared before this pandemic struck. And all my hunting buddies, my band, my crew, my family, my sons, daughters, grandkids, brother, sister, everybody was prepared, but a lot of people were not. So we are helping those that weren't prepared. But the most important lesson, Alison, Bob, is really more heartbreaking than the pandemic itself, that we, the people, were asleep at the wheel, and we allowed past administrations to give the control of our medicines, antibiotics, and pharmaceuticals to the communist, tyrannical Chinese enemy. I mean, that is the hardest and the most painful lesson, but we damn well better learn that one and become medical, pharmaceutical independent, like the great President Donald Trump has done with energy independence. That should be job one. Medical, pharmaceutical,
and being independent as families too. I think there's a growing number of families who want to learn how to live off the land and to become hunters.
Yeah, it is Good Friday. You doing anything special for Good Friday and Easter? You're still online, obviously.
Yeah, well, I pray in the turkey blind. I think that's an upgrade.
Yeah, that turkey better be praying. We know how that ends up.
The fishing is good. The hunting is good.
Oh, man.
And our prayers are expanding. I got to tell you.
What kind of fish? Ted, what kind of fish you fishing for?
Well, we're getting a lot of crappie and a lot of bluegills and a lot of bass, and with my fillet knife, I could turn you on.
I'd love it. I'd love to have some bass. I'd love that. The bluegill, they aren't big enough, too many bones, but I'd love to have some bass.
The cuter the critter, the sweeter the meat. I'm telling you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Godspeed.
All right, Ted and Shemane, thank you. God bless to you. Well, thanks for joining us.